is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading, a reading from the prophet Micah, chapter 6, verses 1 to 4 and verses 6 to 8. Hear what the Lord says. Arise, present your plea before the mountains, and let the hills hear your voice. Hear, O mountains, the plea of the Lord. Pay attention, O foundations of the earth. For the Lord has a plea against his people, and he enters into trial with Israel. O my people, what have I done to you? O how have I wearied you? Answer me, for I brought you up from the land of Egypt. From the place of slavery I released you, and I sent before you Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. With what shall I come before the Lord, and bow before God Most High? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with myriad streams of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my crime, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? You have been told, O man, what is good, and what the Lord requires of you, only to do the right, and to love goodness, and to walk humbly with your God. This is the word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 12, verses 38 to 42. Some of the scribes and Pharisees said to Jesus, "Teacher, we wish to see a sign from you." He said to them in reply, "An evil and ungrateful generation seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it, except the sign of Jonah the prophet. Just as Jonah was in the belly of the whale 3 days and 3 nights, so will the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. At the judgment, the men of Nineveh will arise with this generation and condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah. And there is something greater than Jonah here. At the judgment, the queen of the south will arise with this generation and condemn it, because she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And there is something greater than Solomon here." The Gospel of the Lord.
In our lives, most of the time, we love to see changes happening in our lives and surprises, to face surprises and to have surprises. As well, we like to go through promotions, and also we need the unexpected moments to change and to make ourselves into a better path, into a better way. And when we feel this, when we experience these situations, then we come across into the fact that God loves me and God is working in me. How do we come to that conclusion? Knowing and seeing the things that are happening around me in good way. But on the other hand, today, these Pharisees who come across Jesus, they asked Jesus for a sign. They knew who Jesus was, and they had heard the stories or the miraculous work that Jesus had done. And even they might have seen the miracles performed by Jesus, but still for all, they needed a sign to believe, as well as they needed a sign at their naked eye, So my dear friends, at times we too become like these Pharisees who need the changes, who need miraculous work at our naked eyes. But rather, the Lord has done these things in my life, not at my naked eye, but in moments and in situations where I have not taken them up. That is why Jesus is bringing up the story of Jonah and Nineveh, where Jonah went up to Nineveh and declared that the city will be destroyed in 3 days. There was no sign. People did not know who Jonah was. People never have seen Jonah, but still, when this word came to them, they knew who they were. They knew of their sinfulness, and so they knew that this calamity would come upon them. So what happened? First of all, they changed their lives. And then what happened? Then the miracle happened in the city of Nineveh. God intended to destroy Nineveh, but what happened? When they changed their inner lives, when they changed the way of their life, then God made the miracle of not bringing upon them the destruction. That was the miracle. First, they did not have any miracle from Jonah to believe him, but when they believed the word of the Lord came through Jonah, and when they reformed themselves, then the blessing and the miracle came up. So my dear friends, what about us? First, we need the miracle to be done, then we say we will believe it. First, we need to see the changes into our naked eye, then we would say, the Lord is present. That is not the mechanism of the Lord that is expecting from you and me as we are followers of Jesus Christ. We need to first reform ourselves. We need to first change ourselves in order to experience a miracle in our lives. When we become the change, my dear friends, mind you, it is the miracle. When we change our lives, mind you, it is the blessing of the Lord that come upon us. Therefore, before we leap into the hole, let us make ourselves the change, and so the blessing and the miracle would follow on.